All right, welcome back, everybody, to the to Miami, and we've got the semifinals for the ladies, starting with Gauff taking on Muchova, and they've played a lot, and Gauff has won every single time. So this is going to be a tough one for this is going to be a tough one for Muchova to try and get over. But she said she wanted to play Coco, so she's got a wish. Let's see if if that's a good idea, wanting that smoke, but we'll see. Muchova's been great all week. So let's see whether or not she can turn that into a into her first win against Gauff. Winner plays Sabalenka or Raducanu in the final. Both defeat Eala, but I go for BFF Coco. All right, fair enough. Watching Muchova play is a treat. Oh, yeah. Muchova is one of the best players to watch. She just has such a graceful game. Whoever serves the most double faults wins. Okay. Does Muchova serve double faults? Doesn't seem like it. I don't think she's known for that. My prediction, go watch the video. Sinner is a badass. I think it will be Sinner Feast final. That'd be fun. I hope Feast gets through his match tomorrow without too much stress, because then we can have a final. If Sinner makes the final as well, then Feast will be fresher. That'd be great. All right. Here we go. Players on court. And they are ready to warm up. For those asking who's going to win, I made that video specifically for you. Go watch that video that I made for you. Literally you who was asking. Go check it out. Feast game yesterday was a record no break points, maybe match of the year. Was it a record no break points? Really? I didn't hear that. Coco in 3, you reckon? Okay. And then tonight we've got Sabalenka versus Raducanu for the third time this year. By the way, I think Sabalenka's played 4 events, right? She's played Raducanu 3 of those events. Sabalenka, yes, because Sabalenka played at the start of the year, but they both didn't play at the same tournament. Or did they play at the start of the year together in that Brisbane event? And oh no, yeah, Raducanu lost, right? Better than the Fonseca match, yeah. It's because it was just so close, you know. Even though I still think the Fonseca Sinner match was amazing. That was my favourite match of the year so far. What's the head-to-head between those two? I made a video about it. Go watch the video. It says the head-to-head in the video. Fonseca feast, we need that. Oh, yeah. We need that in Monte Carlo. That would be so fun. I know Fonseca's not playing Monte Carlo, but we need to get him to play Monte Carlo. All right. All right. And it's warming up. And then we'll start. Next match starts in 4 hours, by the way, so we should be able to get through this. Could be a 3-hour epic. Last time they played, these two actually don't play that. Coco can play long matches. When they played in Australia, how long was that match? Was it a long match? I can't remember. The scoreline suggests it was not long. Yeah, it was 2 hours for a 3-setter, but it was 6-1, 3-6, 6-3. So not a scoreline that would be over 2 hours, or be close. Be 3 hours. So it should be about. If it is a close 3-setter, it should be a couple hours. We've got plenty of time. All right. Here we go. Coco will win this for sure in straight sets. A revenge for Eala. Okay. All right. Coco won the toss, elected to serve. So here we go. Coco, the slight favorite in this one. It's almost a 50-50, which is interesting. And probably about right. Seems about right. 51% Coco, even though the head-to-head says Coco should win. Yeah. The way Muchovic's played has been phenomenal. It's my new favorite word. Here we go. Coco to serve, I think. It said she's going to serve. She is. Here we go. Coco to serve. Chat, who you got winning this one? Who is winning this match? I can't remember. Did I say Gauff in 3? I think I said Coco in 3. Show us the scoreboard, please. Stanley, it just started. Relax, buddy. As Gauff serves a fault second serve. As the return goes in, slice from Muchova to the front of Gauff. Muchova wins a point, though. Gauff in the net with a forehand. Love 15. Gauff in 3. Muchova in 3. Coco. Coco. A lot of people going Coco. All right. There's Gauff forehand at the backhand of Muchova. Into the backhand of Gauff. Backhand to backhand rally. Muchova again with the backhand, but pushes it wide. And it's 15-0. Do we know yet what time the semis for the men are tomorrow? All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As Gauff hits it out, 15-30. All right, 15-30. As with a forehand from Gauff into the backhand of Muchova. Gauff with the forehand. Again to the backhand of Muchova. Cross court the backhand of Gauff. As they go backhand to backhand. Gauff. Again to the backhand of Muchova. Muchova hits it on the baseline. Gauff gets it back. Forehand goes wide by Coco eventually. We got break points, 15-40. Gauff in trouble already. 15-40. And we're going to fault second serve. And double fault. There's the break for Muchova to start the match. Okay. First game is a break for Muchova. All right, Muchova breaks. 1-love, first game. As that goes out by Muchova on the attack, love 15. Love 15. Muchova serves again. Oh, the schedule. Forehand up the line. To the slides of Muchova. Backhand from Gauff. Muchova passing shot. Gauff with a great volley. Muchova's got it though. Gauff with a lob volley, but it's long. All right, 15-all. So the schedule came out as soon as I asked, what's the schedule? That's very good timing. All right, so we've got... So this time tomorrow is when the men's semis will start. And then the second match will be the night session with Sinner versus Verev Cerundolo. So that makes sense. So wait, 6. So we're going to get up 6 in the morning. So that's a late start. Wait, so you're saying that I can sleep in until 5 a.m.? Is that what I'm hearing? That's like 3 hours longer than I've usually been getting. Damn. Wait, so that means I can go out tonight. Movies. Wait, hang on. How long does this movie goes for 2.5 hours? Am I going to be able to stay out for 2.5 hours at 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock? Ooh, that might be a tough one. I might not be able to stay awake. I'll be too tired. If it was at 4 o'clock, it'd be perfect. 6 o'clock might be a bit late. I'm not. I might be jet lag. 30-15. Return goes the back into Muchova. Up the middle to the forehand of Gauff. Muchova forehand. Again to the forehand of Gauff. Muchova backhand cross. Gauff with a slice. Muchova comes in with a volley. Gauff with a pass. Muchova volleys. In the net. 30-0. I might just have to get a couple of espressos before I start watching a movie. Cam is hyped? Yeah. I am hyped. Ah, 30-0. Serving to the forehand of Gauff. Good return. Muchova backhand. Into the backhand of Gauff as Muchova runs around backhand forehand into the forehand of Gauff. And Muchova then had to put up a moon ball. Gauff comes in to the net. Up goes a lob by Muchova. That's a great lob. Gauff gets it back and runs to the baseline. Forehand to forehand now as Gauff scrambling everywhere. Backhand on the stretch. Goes cross court. Muchova into the slice of Gauff. But Gauff hits it long. Muchova goes to 40-30. 40-30. All right, chance for Muchova to consolidate. As the return goes into the backhand of Muchova, sliced into the front of Gauff. Gauff puts it away, and we get to deuce. We get to deuce. We get to deuce. First serve is a fault, second serve. As with a forehand rally. Gauff forehand again. The forehand Muchova who goes up the line of the net. It's advantage Gauff to get back on serve. All right, advantage Gauff to get the break straight back. Return. Goes into the forehand of Muchova. Muchova puts it away. We get the deuce. Okay, as Muchova comes to net with an easy volley winner. It's for advantage Muchova. To take the 2-love lead. As we forehand rally. Lob goes up by Muchova. Gauff puts away the smash. We're back to deuce. Back to deuce. As Gauff comes to the net and puts it away. Beautiful approach from Coco. Another break point. To get back on serve. As the return goes to the front of Muchova. Oh, Muchova hits along. We're back on serve. 1-1. Gauff breaks back. 1 second check. Oh, hello. 1-0. Show the real game. I can't do that, sir. I'm sorry, sir. 1-1. As we're back in a backhand rally. Slice from Muchova goes up, but Gauff comes in with a smash. Muchova with a smash back, but Gauff volleys it back into the open court. That was a Federer shot. We talk about Muchova and Federer. That's a Federer shot. Gauff was just too good at the net. That was a great shot by Muchova. Gauff just had the hands. All right, 15 love. Great shot by Coco, by Muchova. Good hands though by Gauff. She had to be good. Serve. In the forehand, Muchova backing up from Gauff in the net. 15-0. Smash off a smash is a Federer move. Go watch Federer versus Roddick, Basel. You know what I mean. Smash of a smash. That's a Federer thing. Classic Federer. 15-0. 7 to 4 to Muchova. 4 now from Gauff is a cross-court winner. Beautiful shot. All right, 30-15. As Gauff serves again. Oh, double fault. 30-0. Muchova looking for that break again. As the return goes in the forehand of Gauff. Muchova backhand. To the backhand of Gauff. Muchova with the slice. Gauff. Backhand again. The backhand of Muchova. Up the line to the forehand of Gauff. Muchova backhand. Into the backhand of Gauff. Into that Muchova forehand. Muchova in the net. 40-30. Coco to keep, or to get in front. All right. 40-30. Gauff serves again. As it backhand in the net by Gauff, and we get the deuce. As with the backhand rally, now it won up the line to the forehand of Gauff. And Muchova backhand again to the forehand of Gauff. Into the forehand of Muchova. Gauff with the forehand up the line. Muchova's there with a backhand drop shot. Gauff can't get it. Advantage Muchova. Great drop shot. Advantage Muchova. To take the break again. All right, serving the back of Muchova. Return. Into the back of Gauff. Muchova forehand on the stretch. Gauff gets it back into the forehand of Muchova. Muchova hits it long. We're back at deuce. Back to deuce. Muchova's style is so much better than Swiatek. Okay. All right, deuce. First serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Gauff. Oh, it's double fault. She went for a massive second serve angle out wide that she missed. Advantage Muchova. Muchova to take the break again. This has been a marathon start. 20 minutes for 2 games. Backhand rally. As Gauff again at the back of Muchova. Gauff. Backhand up the middle. Muchova gets with the forehand into the back of Gauff. To the slice of Muchova. Gauff. Slice again. To the slice of Muchova. Down the line of the front of Gauff. Muchova backhand slice on the stretch. Gauff gets the point. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. All right, first serve default, second serve. Serving to the back of Muchova. Great return. Gauff with a forehand lob. Doesn't make the net. Advantage Muchova to get back. Or to get the break. And lead again. All right. Muchova's got another break point. Serve from Gauff into the back of Muchova. Gauff backhand. Up the line is a winner. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Gauff serves again. Serving to the front of Muchova. Oh, she shanked the return, Muchova. Ooh. It's a slow first serve. Real slow serve. Muchova completely misread it. All right, advantage Gauff, sorry. She serves a fault second serve. Why so many double faults makes me think the match is staged. You've never played tennis before, have you? Serve to the front of Muchova. Return goes to the front of Gauff. Muchova volley. Gauff for the pass. Muchova volleys again. Winner. Great hands from Muchova. Back to deuce. God, this is a intense start to this match. Deuce. First serve, fault, second serve. By the way, Chad, apparently today, according to the post office, my jacket's rocking up today. I'm excited. Hopefully I can rock it for the next matches. It's a good day to wear a jacket too because it's freezing. It's so cold here. Good serve, Gauff. Advantage, Gauff. Advantage, Gauff. Serve to the back of Muchova. Return to the back of Gauff. Muchova backhand slice in the net. Gauff holds 2-1. Coco. She takes the lead. 22 minutes for 3 games. This is going to be making up for lost time. Okay. 2-1 Coco. Coco is getting better on double faults, but still too many. Yeah. Look. It's not like Coco is not trying to remedy the double faults. It's not like she hasn't brought in a coach that specializes in serving and helps Sabalenka serve much better than she was, right? Like, Coco has got the best person for the job. So, like, is it going to be instant change? No. It's like if you go to the gym once and you want to lose some weight. You go to the gym once. You're not going to go home and be like, well, now I'm lighter. No, it takes time. These things take time. You're not going to get instantly better serving off a month, 2 months. It might take a year, but she's getting the best person for the job. So at least the best person who has proven to be able to help with serves. For other players, aka Sabalenka, who had a terrible serve in, before 2023, her serve was a big issue, right? So it's not like she's not trying. It's just that it's not clicking yet. And it might take a little bit more time than what it did with Sabalenka. But she's doing everything she can to make it better. She's not just sitting around with the same coaches and the same teams thinking, well, it's just going to change by itself, right? She's doing everything she can. So getting another coach wouldn't make any sense because she's got the coach the serving specialist there. I mean, at least the one that has proven to be able to help with these issues. As with a backhand now from Muchova into the net. Love 15. Love 15. But as I always say with Gauff, even though she double faults, she still wins. She's in the semifinals, yet she's double faulted probably 40 times. She's still in the semifinals though. So it doesn't. Yes, it does have a detrimental effect on some of the matches she's played, right? It cost her against Svitolina in recent times, right? It has cost her matches, but it doesn't cost her every match. She still wins a lot, despite her serve not being as good as it could be. As Muchova hits a lovely inside-out winner, 15-0. And she gets that serve working. Sabalenka are back and I better watch out. $15-0. Ends it backing out from Muchova. That goes wide. 15-30. Chance for Gauff to get the break and lead. $15-30. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in the front of Muchova. Gauff with a bit of a shank. The back of Muchova. Back into backhand rally as Muchova goes up the line. It lands in. Then Muchova comes in with a forehand and just nails it. Jeez, that was aggressive and I liked it. That was good. That's what I want to see from Muchova. She came in and just crushed that forehand down the line. Perfectly timed too. Just the awareness from Muchova. Like that's what's something as well. Like she hits a great shot up the line, and then to have that instinct to move forward. Right? I mean, most players probably would have stayed back. That short ball would have been very tricky to get back if you stayed back. But the fact that she came into the net and just crushed it. I mean, it wasn't even the shot itself that was a great shot. It was the thought of going to the net when there was an opportunity. Like just that instinct is what makes Muchova so great as well. She comes in the net again, but she overhits this approach. 30-40. Because again, like I said, most players would have hit that shot down the line and just stood there and watched and gone, oh wow, that was a great shot. And then reacted to what Gauff was doing instead of being like, I should probably come to the net and volley. Or at least attempt a net approach, right? Anyways, Muchova's down a break point now, but that point was so good from Muchova. 30-40. Gauff looking for that break now to lead. Serve. Into the back of the Gauff. Return goes to the front of Muchova. Gauff. Forehand cross court. Muchova gets it with the forehand up the line. Gauff with the slice. Goes in the net. And it's deuce. And again, Muchova looking to come to the net. Now we get the deuce. All right, serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Gauff. Return goes back into Muchova. Gauff wins the point though. Muchova overhits it. Advantage Gauff. 9 unforced errors from Muchova, 7 from Gauff. So both a nervous start to this match. Serving to the forehand of Gauff. Muchova forehand inside out. Oh, it missed. There it is. Break. Coco 3-1. 3-1. All right. Gauff gets that break. 30 minutes for 4 games. Marathon. Marathon. I hope you're hydrated, chat. Marathon. All right, 3-1. As the backhand goes to the net by Muchova, 15-love. Remember, she's never beaten Coco. First serve is a fault. Second serve. As Coco serves again. Serving to the front of Muchova. Good return to the front of Gauff. Muchova backhand. Oh, up the line goes long, and it's 30-love. Love. As Gauff serves an ace. 40 love. As Gauff serves to consolidate at the break. Robin.
Thank you, Cam. Go Gauff, loving this close match.
All right, thank you for the $2 as that goes out by Muchova and Gauff holds. Easiest game of the match for either player. 4-1. That was a 40 love game as well for Coco. Easy hold. And it's 4-1. Gauff with the break. Muchova kryptonized Coco, yeah. All right. Gauff has that break. How we doing, chat? Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. Was that a bot? What, Robin? No, Robin's a person. Are we getting Gauff versus Raducanu? No, never, ever. Muchova's done? Okay. I don't know about that. It's too early to say it's over. Gauff wants to win this tournament? Yeah. Gauff had a good serve when she just came onto the scene. Yeah, but also it was a different tour. Like, Coco had to evolve like everybody else did when Swiatek took over. Like, Gauff in 2021, over in like 2019, yeah, okay, she had like she wasn't double faulting as much, but the tour's changed, right? I mean, if you don't have a decent serve, look at Swiatek, right? If your serve isn't a weapon, if you hit a slow serve, it gets attacked, right? I mean, it's probably been like that forever anyway on the WTA, but even more so now with, you know, Sabalenka and Raducanu and Nisimova, like these massive hitter returns. If you don't have a decent serve, like the pressure on the serve is so high because the best players in the world are the ones that can serve well but have the biggest returns. Whereas maybe like 5 years ago, you could get away with not having a big serve. Look at Barty, right? She had a great serve, but wasn't a big serve. But yeah, these days, if you have a vulnerability on the serve, the best players are massive returners, and they're not going to let you get away with that. I mean, look at Pegula. Has had a fantastic year. Her serve is not a bad serve, but the returns of these Raducanu and Sabalenkas are brutal. And she's had a great year, and she still can't break through against those players because their serves are so good, and then they put so much pressure on your serve, right? So Gauff, yeah, okay, Gauff was better in 2019 on serve, I guess. I haven't checked, but let's just go with yes. 2021 was probably better on serve, not as many double faults. But, you know, the last few years, the WTA has changed, you know? You got to be good on serve and return. You know, everyone can break, but you got to also be able to hold like those top players do. Serve and volley, Muchova. But she missed the volley. Just a little too nervous on that one. 30-all. God, this match has turned real quick. 30-all. All 30-all. Serving to the backhand of Gauff. Return goes in the forehand of Muchova. Muchova inside out, forehand wide. 30-40. Also different mindset. She had no pressure in 2019. Well, 100%. Yeah. Even like 2021, even 2022. Like, it was Swiatek, Sabalenka, right? It wasn't... Coco was in the mix, but she wasn't one of the... She's not... winning a Grand Slam puts so much pressure on you, right? So being a two-time Grand Slam champion has an effect as well, right? As a bit of volley from Muchova, Gauff for the pass. Muchova volleys at cross-court for a winner. Beautiful rally again! God, that's Muchova at her best. What a backhand volley. Deuce. Yeah, you're right. You know, Coco being a two-time Grand Slam champion, so many people are going to have a higher expectation on her than she, a couple of years ago, right? So and the spotlight's bigger, everyone's watching Coco serve. She probably did double fault at times back in 2022, but we just didn't focus on her as much because there was other players. All right. Deuce. Double fault Muchova. Advantage Gauff for the double break. All right, advantage Gauff to get that double break in this first set. Muchova serves. A fault. Second serve. Into the back end of Gauff. Back into Muchova up the line. That's a good shot. Gauff gets it. And Muchova hits a forehand wide. Oh, man. Muchova just making too many errors. But that is because Gauff is a great defender. So Muchova's making these errors by like this much. She's not missing by much. But she's just pushing a little bit too hard because she knows that Gauff's going to make her play again. So she's trying to put a win away. That's where the patience comes in. Whenever I say in a match preview, someone needs to be patient, that's why you need to be patient, right? Because if you try and be a little bit too aggressive too early, you're going to make an error. You got to be patient. You got to expect that Coco's going to get it. You got to come to the net. You got to put it away. You got to play the extra shots because Coco's going to make you do that. Muchova's trash. Bro, have you ever played tennis? As that goes to the net from Muchova, 15-love. And now that this has gone to 5-1, Muchova's thinking, I've never won against her. I can never beat her. She's unstoppable. I don't know how to win. Now the head-to-head comes into effect, right? Mentally. Backhand rally. As Gauff comes in and hits a forehand cross-court winner, 30-love. $30-love. As Gauff serves again. The spiral of doubts begin. Well, that's it. Mind you, the first set, it was a 6-1 to Coco in Australia. So, there could be a turnaround. 40-love. Set points for Gauff. Serve again from Gauff. Here's a fault. Second serve. Is Gauff... Wait, hang on. Is Gauff about to win 6 games in a row? Backhand return into the front of Gauff. 4-0 from Muchova. Goes long. Gauff wins the set. 6-1. She was down 1-love, wasn't she? Gauff got broken first game, right? And then she won 6 in a row, right? I'm pretty sure that happened. The first 3 games were so long that they were a blur. Coco wins at 6-1. Yeah. 6 games in a row. By the way, Gauff, the last 2 service games, flawless. I mean, she didn't even serve a double fault roll. The last 2 games were perfect for Coco. All right. Good set. Gauff takes it. 6-1. The first 3 games took 30 minutes. The rest of the set took 10 minutes. All right, Muchova's going to the bathroom, I think. Or is she getting an off-court medical? She might be getting off-court medical. Maybe. Coco eats some fruit. Okay. 9 winners, 7 errors from Gauff. 7 winners, 17 errors, Muchova. That is the worst set of tennis she's played all week. She was playing amazing the last couple of matches, Muchova, but again, and this is the thing, I know I'm not going to get onto the Eala match too much, but this is why I thought that Eala would do better against Muchova, because I thought that the reason why Coco does well against Muchova is by making her play extra shots. Eala wasn't able to do that. But don't worry, we're not talking about Eala as much that much today. But that's for those who are like, oh, maybe expecting Eala to do better. Well, yeah. Eala could use Gauff as a template against Muchova next time. Anyways, that's a lot of errors. 17 errors is more errors than Muchova's hit, I want to say, the last 2 matches. Combined, like not combined, but 2 matches, the whole match. She didn't have that many errors against Mboko. Oh, you heard something that she said she's going to the bathroom and changing her outfit. Okay. So no medical. There didn't seem like there would be any problem for a medical. All right, the whole Gauff team on their feet. I wish the WTA would give out all the stats and not just like a couple of stats. They only give out like a handful of stats and a lot of meaningless stats like points played on serve. It's like, okay, that's fun, but nobody cares about that. We want to see double faults and aces. By the way, chat, we're almost at 292k, so thank you for that. So 3 double faults for Gauff. They're all in the first 2 games. So it was only the first couple of games where Gauff struggled on serve, and then the last part of the set, she didn't even lose a point. Matchups matter, 100%. Do you see other players eating fruit between sets? Probably. I just don't pay attention. Anyone Muchova is more athletic than? She looks fit. It's the inverse for her with Coco. Well, Coco's fit too. I think Muchova and Gauff are both very athletic. The problem with Muchova though is that she does have more injuries than most players, but she has managed to beat all the big players with a serve and a forehand issues. Who, Coco? Yeah. Yep. Despite the serve, despite the flaws in her game, she still wins. Didn't expect it to be this easy for Coco, but Muchova won't go out easily. Well, it wasn't that easy. Like, if you're coming in now and seeing the score, you weren't here for the first 3 games, which were very intense. It could have been 3-love either way in that first 3 games. Like, it was a close... Even the 4th game was close. Like, it was a close, very close start to the match. But Coco got those games that mattered, and here we are. It was only the end of the set that kind of, Coco ran away. But, yeah, those first games. Like the first game, Muchova broke. Then Gauff held after a marathon, then Muchova got broken back. She was up 40-30. She was up advantage, and Gauff got the break back. And then, it could have easily been Muchova 2-love. And then the 3rd game, Gauff played a 15-minute game and held. That could have gone to 3-love Muchova. The 4th game, Gauff got the break, but it was a deuce and 30-all. So again, Muchova could have won that game. It was only the last 3 games where Gauff won both her games on serve to love, and there was another deuce game where Muchova had to save break points, but eventually got broken. So, we've got 5 games that went to 5 games that had break points in them, and 4 of them went to deuce. So again, 6-1 is a little misleading. Muchova, but now it's like, 6-1's a reality, and Muchova's got to have to look at that and go, oh no, not again. But it could have easily been Muchova up, and it needed to be for Muchova a 3-love lead, right, with a double break. It could have easily been that had she have just held serve in that second game. Okay, let's see what Muchova can do now, because she's staring down another loss to Gauff. All right, return. Goes into the forehand of Muchova. Backhand from Gauff. Into the back of Muchova. Gauff. Backhand again. As Muchova gets it back to the backhand of Gauff. Backhand of Muchova to the forehand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Muchova. It's Gauff. Forehand again to the backhand of Muchova. Gauff goes up the line with the backhand winner. Love 15. Love 15. Serve again from Muchova. Into the forehand of Gauff. Return the forehand of Muchova. Gauff. Backhand to backhand with Muchova. That's Gauff on the stretch. Puts it in the net. 15-0. As Muchova serves again. Fault. Second serve. All right, Muchova forehand goes long. Another error. And Muchova's getting pissed off at herself for missing all these shots. 15-30. As we go backhand return now to the backhand of Muchova. Drop shot's good. Gauff gets a slice. Muchova volleys it away. That was better. $30. All right, serve again from Muchova. There's a fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Gauff. Backhand of Muchova. Into the backhand of Gauff. There's Muchova backhand again. The backhand of Gauff. To the front of Muchova. Muchova in the net. Again. Another error by Muchova, and it's Gauff for the break point. To take the break in the second. Muchova serves. As a slice. Ooh, just went out. Muchova with a serve and volley, and Gauff almost hit the baseline with the lob. That would have been a crazy way to get broken. That would have been a crazy way. Muchova was charging in, and Gauff with the sliced lob just missed. That would have been something. All right, deuce. First serve's a fault, second serve. As the return goes off the tape to the backhand of Muchova. Cross court, the backhand of Gauff sliced. To the forehand of Muchova. Gauff. Up the line. Muchova there with the backhand cross, but it's in the net again. This might be the worst Muchova match we've watched She was playing well in the first 2 games or 3 games. But her game has completely dropped off. 20 unforced errors from Muchova. Brutal. Advantage Gauff. As Muchova serves a fault. Second serve. As the return goes into the back of Muchova, backing up from Gauff. Into the front of Muchova, Muchova in the net. Gauff gets the break. She's won 7 games in a row. All right. Gauff, 1-love in the second. Watching all the way from South Africa. Hey, will you be coming to South Africa soon? No. Sorry. It's too far away. South Africa is so far away. And by the way, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon because everything's so expensive now. I can't afford to get on a plane because planes, I don't even know if planes are actually flying. Are we actually flying? Are we allowed to fly anywhere? What's going on? Seems like, yeah, it's expensive and it's also a long way away. Let me check how much it costs. I reckon it's probably like $4,000 to fly to South Africa from Australia. It's got to be. Okay, 2,000. It's just the time though. It takes like 17 hours. Plus you got to stop over somewhere. 30 hours for $2,500. Where do I have to go? I go to Dubai and then down to Joburg. Oh man, that's brutal. There's 2 stopovers. Go to Denpasar first. Yeah, I'm not going. I can't go to South Africa. It's too far away. It's like Australia, right? Everybody doesn't come here because it's too far away. All right, 15 love. I want to go to South Africa, but I just can't get there easily. As that goes out by Muchova, 30 love. Ah, 30 love. As Gauff gets a 40 love. Gauff is crazy right now. Cam, stop it, you rich. Dude, if I was rich, I'd be in Miami. 40 love. Gauff serves. As we get a fault second serve. $40 love. As the return goes in the front of Gauff. Backhand now from Muchova. Up the line of the front of Gauff. Muchova, forehand, drop shot. Gauff's going to get it. But hit it in the net. That's the first point Gauff's lost on serve for a long time. Which is not something we were saying at the start of the match. 40-15. What happened to Muchova? I thought she was good. She is good. She's just not good against Gauff. Ah, 40-15. As the return goes in the back of Gauff. Muchova forehand to the front of Gauff. Gauff hits it out. 40-30. $40-30. Still a chance for Gauff to consolidate. All right, we've got a fault from Gauff. Second serve. So in the form of Muchova, return goes to the form of Gauff. Gauff, it's a wide. Why do I think that if Gauff lost 1 point, she'd lose 3? Why was I feeling like that, chat? She was flawless on serve. She won 11 points in a row on serve in the last 3 games. And as soon as she lost that 1 point, why did I feel like it was going to get really hard all of a sudden? Now we're at deuce, and Gauff serves a fault. It was too good to be true. Serve. Into the forehand, Muchova. Great return. Gauff gets it back with a slice. Muchova with a backhand slice. Drop shot. Gauff for the pass. Goes wide. Muchova's got a break back point. Advantage Muchova. To get back on serve. Why is Muchova playing still? What ray of hope has she got? Yeah, okay, so you obviously put money on her. As the return goes off the tape to the backhand of Gauff. Gauff, it's a winner, back to deuce. So that's a bet. That's definitely a betting. You're like, oh, please retire because I need my money back. Ah. That's your fault. What did you do that for? Why did you put money on it and then cry about it? What are you doing? This is that's definitely coming from a place of financial means, right? You're financially invested. That's a financial investor right there. Financial investor right there. All right, deuce. Muchova returns. Go for the slice. Muchova comes in with a volley. That's just smooth. And Muchova gets to advantage to get back on serve. Great rally by Muchova. Again, just so effortless. Serve. Into the forehand of Muchova. Backing it from Gauff to the forehand of Muchova. Into the forehand of Gauff. Muchova on the attack. Missed it. Those are the shots that Muchova's been missing. Back to deuce. It's not that I don't like degenerate gamblers. Like, good for you. Do you, whatever. Be careful, but it's not that I don't like people. I gamble on sports too. I'm not above that. I'm just not a fan of people blaming players for their bets. As with a backhand rally, Muchova up the line into the forehand of Gauff. Muchova backhand into the slice of Gauff as Muchova backhand again sliced. Into the backhand of Gauff, into the backhand of Muchova. Gauff backhand again. Muchova goes up the line. Gauff gets it back with a forehand. Muchova backhand. Up the line again. Gauff gets it back. Muchova forehand. Overhits it. And the racket goes flying out of her hand. Yeah, Muchova's forehand is just completely letting her down. She hit some great backhands. And then one forehand. Out. Advantage Gauff. To get true love. All right. As Gauff hits a nice forehand, she stays up the break. 1 hour played. You talking crazy to your viewers sometimes? What about people betting? 1 in the chat if you're betting on this match, 2 in the chat if you're not. I feel like people get confused. Maybe I'm confused. I feel like most people that are watching here are not financially invested in this match. They're just watching for the sake of it. You might be a fan of Coco or Muchova and be annoyed, but I don't think there's that. I don't think this chat is full of gambling. Yeah. Yeah, the only people that are complaining and spamming are the people that are bad at gambling, and then have no one else to talk to because their family don't want to hear it, or they're too ashamed to talk to their family about it, so they're in here yelling and screaming like, "Oh my god!" Because if they say to their family, they'll be like, "Why don't you stop?" But that's a sensible answer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not talking. See, I'm talking to like this many people when I'm saying, you know, if you're going to gamble, don't complain about it. Not here. There's not that many ones. All right, 15 love. Is it back in a backhand rally? Up the line from Muchova goes in the forehand of Gauff. Muchova drop shot. Oh, it missed. 15-0. And also, the people that do, that are, you know, sports bettors are not the ones that are going to be coming in here and complaining anyway. They come in here and just chill out. They're cool. So people that are, you know, put money on sports that they shouldn't put money on sports. They should, you know, and they're like, I need this to happen because otherwise, it's like, that's, you got to stop. You know, seriously, you got to stop. 15-0. Is it a fault from Muchova? Second serve. As a backhand return goes to forehand of Muchova. Forehand from Gauff. Into that Muchova forehand. Muchova missed again. 15-30. Muchova's forehand is off. All right, 15-30. Muchova serves. Into the back of the Gauff. Muchova forehand goes in the forehand of Gauff. Sliced. And Muchova forehand in the net. Muchova's forehand is a problem. 15-40. Gauff for the double break. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Gauff. Return goes into the forehand of Muchova. Gauff at the backhand of Muchova. Backhand to backhand rally. Muchova goes down the middle and the backhand of Gauff. Again, the forehand of Muchova. Muchova hits it out again. There's a double break. All right. 3-love. Seti.
I really hope Coco wins in straight sets. It will be a great confidence booster going into the finals.
All right, thank you, Seti, for the 20. I appreciate that. Look, yes and no, because if this might be too easy for Coco, right? She's not going to get this many free points against Raducanu or Sabalenka, so this might be like, not that she needs another like epic, crazy matchup, but having an easy win like this, at least since, you know, after the first couple of games, the level is going to be so much harder in the final. Like, she's not going to get this many free points from those ladies. So I don't know. I mean, she probably maybe wants a little bit more of a contest so that she can, like, you know, level up. She hasn't had to play that well, Coco. She's played well enough, but you know, she's gonna have to play so much better against the next match. So yes and no. Like, it's good that she can, like, she's had so many tough matches, right? But also, yeah, we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens when she plays Sabalenka, because she's never going to play Raducanu. She's not allowed. It's not allowed to happen. All right, 3-love Gauff with a set and a double break. All right, backhand goes into the forehand of Gauff. As Muchova backhand, again the backhand of Gauff to the Muchova forehand. Gauff goes again the backhand of Muchova. Slice is a drop shot. Muchova with a backhand passing shot winner is too good. Nice shots from Muchova that time. And it's love 15. love 15. Why not allowed to play Raducanu? Tennis gods won't allow it. It's just a thing. I don't make the rules. Love 15. Forehand to forehand rally. As backhand from Gauff goes to slice to Muchova. Gauff with the forehand cross court. Muchova gets... Oh, she didn't get there. Gauff hit a winner. All right, 15 all. Fifteen all. As Gauff serves again. As the return goes out by Muchova, 30-15. They're also not allowing Layla versus Raducanu rematch. I know, right? What's a matchup that hasn't happened for a long time that you want to see, chat? 30-15. I feel like they're the two matches. They're like, oh, God, can we just... Where's the sequel? Forehand to forehand rally. As with a backhand from Gauff into the backhand of Muchova. Gauff, forehand to the open court. That's a great shot. Muchova puts up a lob. But it goes out. Borg McEnroe. Okay, see, I knew there was going to be one smartass. Medvedev Felix. Dutchy, that's fine by me. May we never see that. All right, 40-15. Swiatek Sabalenka. That's actually, yeah, you're right. We haven't had that for a final for a while, have we? What about Sinkeraz? Is anyone going to say Sinkeraz? It feels like it's been years. We haven't had a Sinkeraz match for 6 months almost. I mean, this is chat. We've got to be having withdrawals. 40-30. I don't know about you, but I'm like, give me Sinkeraz. I need my fix. 40-30. As Coco looks to go to 4 love. As with a backhand forehand now from Coco into the forehand of Muchova. Backhand from Gauff goes into the slice of Muchova. Gauff with a forehand to the backhand of Muchova again. As Gauff on the attack. Hits a winner. 4 love Coco. Jeez, she's been good. All right. 4 love. Back to Muchova. As Muchova serves a fault. Second serve. And the return goes back into Muchova. Gauff. Again to the backhand of Muchova. Gauff. Again to the backhand of Muchova. They go back into backhand. Muchova on the stretch. Gauff with the forehand drop shot. It's not very good. Muchova puts it away. 15 love. All right, let's go for the forehand of Muchova. Gauff forehand again with the forehand of Muchova. They're just going forehand to forehand now. Gauff mixes it up, goes to the backhand of Muchova, sliced. Into the backhand of Gauff up the line. And it's 15-0. Great shot by Coco. As with a serve and volley. Great pickup by Muchova. Gauff with a lob. Muchova with a smash. Oh, Gauff gets it down the line for a winner, though. Oh, man. How did Muchova lose that point? She hit it straight at Gauff, and Gauff just went, oh, thanks. That was... She played such a good point, too, Muchova. She deserved it. She hit it straight to Gauff. Great reflexes by Coco. But that was... Muchova never should have lost that point. The 15-30. Good serve, 30-0. All right, 30-0. Muchova serves again. Muchova with a serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. As a return goes into the front of Muchova. Muchova hits it long, and it's breakpoint Gauff, 30-40. 30-40. To get the 5-love lead and serve the match. Serve. Into the backhand of Gauff. Backhand of Muchova. Oh, it's too good. Beautiful cross-court backhand winner. Deuce. All right, we get to deuce. And Muchova serves again. Into the backhand of Gauff. Return goes back on Muchova. Gauff. Backhand again, the backhand of Muchova. And into the forehand of Gauff as Muchova again to the backhand of Gauff. As Muchova mixes up, goes down the line to the forehand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Muchova again. Gauff on the stretch. Muchova backhand up the line. Great shot. Gauff slices it back. Muchova comes in. But it goes in the net. And Muchova gets to advantage. All right. Muchova to get on the board here and hold serve for the first time in the match. What? Serve. Is a fault. Second serve. As the return goes to the forehand of Muchova. Back into Gauff. Into the forehand of Muchova as Gauff gets the free point. Muchova in the net again. Back to deuce. Yeah, this is the semi-final. All right, serve. There's a fault. Second serve. As we're backing up from Gauff into the backhand of Muchova up the line. Good shot. Gauff puts up a lob. And Muchova puts away this drive forehand. That's a great shot. From a shot that she's not been hitting well today. All right, advantage Muchova. All right, advantage Muchova. She's serving volleys, but Gauff with a good return. And then a forehand winner. Oh, man, Gauff just with a great return. Muchova couldn't do much. Back to deuce. Serve again for Muchova. Into the back of the Gauff. Return goes back into Muchova. Gauff back in on the stretch. Muchova, forehand cross. As Gauff gets it, goes up the line to the slice of Muchova. Gauff back in on the stretch, goes long. Advantage Muchova. Advantage Muchova. Advantage Muchova to serve and get on the board. Seventh forehand to Gauff. Muchova forehand to the back of the Gauff. And Gauff hits it out. All right, Muchova holds. It's 4-1. Uh, 4-1. A bagel avoided. That's the first time she's held serve in the match as well. Which is crazy. That's crazy. All right, how are we doing, chat? But where are we watching? I haven't asked that one today. Where are we watching from? Where are we watching? Sabalenka, Raducanu is two best undisputed this year. Oh, yeah. And special mention Pegula. We got Madison, Greece, Netherlands, Poland, Chicago, Prague. We got Birmingham, Philippines, Toronto, Nigeria, South Africa, Antigua. Okay, nice. South Africa, Italy, Zimbabwe. We've got Pakistan, Bangalore, Germany, Jersey, Switzerland, Ostrava, Portugal, Madrid, Gambia, Germany, New York, Utah, Costa Rica, Maui, Kuwait, Kenya, Trinidad, Vegas, Ghana, St. Kitts, New York City, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Kenya, Jamaica, Germany, Kenya. We've got Calgary, Botswana. A lot of people from Africa watching today. I love it. Namibia, Bangladesh, Stockholm, Rwanda, Alabama, Indiana, Michigan, Vancouver Island. 15 love. Coco serving. As she tries to maintain this double break. She hits that out 15-0. All right, 15-0. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. 15-0. As Gauff hits a serve that double fault that hit the ground before it hit the net. That might have been one of the worst serves of the year. She hit it into the ground and then it hit the net. Like it bounced before the net on the second serve. That was a tough serve. 15-30. Serve into the backhand is a fault. Second serve. Like that serve got so far away from her. Double fault again. Oh no, 15-40. This wasn't happening. This didn't happen. She was doing so well. She had won 10 games in a row. And now back-to-back double faults. She hadn't had a double fault since it's like the third game of the match. Serve in the backhand of Muchova. Return. Into the backhand of Gauff. Muchova backhand. Up the line. Gauff gets up with the forehand. Into the forehand of Muchova. Muchova hits it wide. 30-40. As Gauff serves another fault. Pardon me. Second serve. Second serve. Oh no, I've run out of tea. Serve to the forehand of Muchova. Return gets forehand of Gauff. Muchova on the attack. Yes, Gauff gets it with the forehand on the stretch. Muchova into that Gauff backhand. Muchova backhand to the forehand of Gauff. Into the backhand of Muchova. Gauff. Again to the backhand of Muchova. Up the line. Pardon me. There's a bit of backhand again from Muchova in the net. Deuce. All right, deuce. Gauff survives. Gauff serves again. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve is the return is out by Muchova. Advantage Gauff. Gauff, you got a 5-1. Serve in the backhand of Muchova. Return is shanked. Goes in. To the forehand of Gauff. Muchova backhand. Again to the forehand of Gauff. As Muchova. Again to the forehand of Gauff. Into that Muchova backhand. Muchova in the net. 5-1 Gauff. That was a little chance for Muchova there. Just to maybe start the comeback, but now Muchova's got to serve to stay in the match. She's only held serve once. All right, Coco, one game away from the final in Miami. That she'll make it for the first time at her home tournament. A home slam. Serve into the forehand of Gauff. Return goes long, 15-love. By the way, chat, we're almost at 500 likes as well, so thank you for that. Don't forget to like if you haven't already. All right, Muchova serves. Backhand return goes in the backhand of Muchova. Forehand from Gauff. Into the backhand of Muchova. Gauff backing up the line. Muchova's got it. Puts it back down the line with a forehand. And then Muchova comes to the net. Gauff for the pass. Goes wide. 30-love. $30-love. As Muchova serves again. And that's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the backhand of Gauff. Return. The backhand of Muchova. Gauff backhand. As Muchova goes up the line to the front of Gauff. Muchova forehand. Again to the front of Gauff. Into the Muchova backhand. And Muchova goes wide. 30-15. All right, 30-15. So we've got Cerundolo Zverev coming up in a couple of hours. Muchova serves again. As the backhand return goes in from Gauff to the forehand of Muchova. Gauff with the forehand. Again, the forehand of Muchova up the line. That's a great shot. Gauff backhand goes wide. 40-15. Muchova staying in front. Out of 40-15. We have a fault. Second serve. As the return goes in from Gauff, Muchova in the net. It's 40-30. Muchova serves again. Into the forehand of Gauff. Return goes to the forehand of Muchova. Oh, Muchova missed it. That was another bad miss. Deuce! So many errors from Muchova today. But again, it's because of Coco. Gauff just brings out the worst in Muchova. All right, deuce. Muchova serves. Into the backhand of Gauff. Return goes back to Muchova. Muchova hits it wide. Match point Coco. To get to the final, Miami. Advantage Gauff. And Muchova serves. Serving the back of Gauff. Return. Into the front of Muchova. Muchova in the net. Gauff wins. Wow. Didn't expect that. Not that easy. As they hug it out of the net. I'll tell you, but this is the thing, chat. This is what happens in this match, but this is what happens sometimes to Muchova too. When it goes bad, it's real bad. Like, it could get real bad. And Gauff is into the final of Miami. She's super happy. There was only really like 2 games where Gauff served poor. That one that she served a couple of double faults in this set, and the first set where she got broken. Like, Gauff serving overall was actually not terrible. It was decent. Yeah, okay, 6 double faults? Whatever. Muchova's forehand, though, oof. Man, that forehand was rough. And it really set the tone early. If she had gotten that break and held on to that serve early in the match, like the first couple games, Muchova's confidence might have been a lot higher than it ended up being. But yeah, once she gave that break back, and Coco got that lead, Muchova just couldn't put 2 points together. Gauff gets a win, and Gauff is into the final of Miami. There you go. She's going to play one of the next 2 players. They're coming up later against the number 1, 2 in the world. Two sets for Joe. Happy birthday. Who's Joe? Someone's birthday. Happy birthday, Joe. Yeah, she won. Yeah, she won 10 games in a row as well. Are we streaming F1? No. We don't do F1. We do tennis. Coco's number 3 now. Oh, there you go. Back to number 3. If Muchova played like this, the result could have been reverse with Eala. I mean, like, yeah, I don't want to go on about it because it happened like 5 days ago. But yeah, if like this is what I wasn't expecting it to be this one-sided for Eala, but this is why I thought that Eala had a chance the other day, because even with Mboko, I thought that if Muchova doesn't play well, like today, if she plays like today against anybody else this week, it's going to be a tough one. But Muchova played so well until today, and then she just completely dropped off. But that, again, is because she's never beaten Coco, so psychological disadvantage, but also just the style. Coco is going to make you hit more shots than anybody else. She's a great defender. That's why she struggles. She troubles Sabalenka as well. Sabalenka plays way below her. She hits way less errors. Way less winners, and way more errors because she's playing Coco. It's not because Coco makes people play bad. It's because she just makes you play one more shot. One more shot than everybody else makes you play. And those winners that you play against everybody else come back, and then you force it a little bit too much. You hit a little bit too hard, a little bit too close to the lines. And that's what Coco does. She puts that pressure on you. And she doesn't get credit for that because it's an ugly... the matches look ugly, right? But like Gauff should get credit for her defense. And that's what makes... It's kind of like Leighton as well. Leighton was the same. He'd just make you play one more shot. And he didn't... it wasn't the flashiest... it's just even Djokovic, right? Djokovic plays that style. Djokovic doesn't hit the most... He doesn't hit 100 winners a match. He just gets it back. Makes you play another shot. And then eventually you miss. That's what Coco does. We don't give her credit for it because we want to see Sabalenka, Raducanu winners, right? Or we want to see Muchova hit volleys. But that's what Gauff does so well. She has that Novak style defense, which troubles the hell out of Muchova. Is Gauff playing well enough to beat Aryana and Elena? I think she can beat Sabalenka. I mean, it depends on today's match, but I think she could beat Sabalenka playing like she did today. Plus, she also has the advantage of, that head-to-head. They've played. She knows how to beat her, blah, blah, blah. Whereas Raducanu, I don't know. Raducanu, I don't know. Gauff's defense against Raducanu's offense, I think Raducanu's serve is too strong. To try and, breaking Raducanu is a lot harder. And Sabalenka serve well, who knows? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. We'll see who wins later, and then we'll go. We'll make an assessment. I think Gauff could win. She could win this title. But she probably has a better chance against Sabalenka because Sabalenka does produce errors. If she plays like she did today and defends well, right? She could get Sabalenka to make those errors, just like I just said, right? Whereas against Raducanu, we saw Pegula play Raducanu. Raducanu didn't play well in the first set, but if Raducanu is playing well, you gotta make Raducanu move, right? And Gauff just defending against Raducanu might not be a good strat. So probably better. Gauff would rather play Sabalenka, right? Head-to-head between Raducanu and Gauff. They've only played one. Is it 1-0 Raducanu? No, 1-0 Gauff. Wait. 1-0 Gauff. Yeah, but they played so long ago, it doesn't even count. Like, they played before Coco won a slam. Coco's never lost a hardcore final? Jesus. All right. All right. Well, that'll be up for a test in a couple of days. Remember, the women's final is on Saturday, so it's not tomorrow or it's not Sunday. So they get a day off tomorrow. So Coco, even though she got through this match in an hour, she'll get a day off tomorrow. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. It's irrelevant. Gauff played with extra focus, quite surprising. No, I think she's had focus all week. It's just that she won easier than the previous matches this week, right? They played in Canada, 2022, 3-setter, yeah. So long ago. You know, so far. So, like, what are we going to, like, how do we judge that? Didn't she lose to Sabalenka in Wuhan? Did she? Or did she beat Sabalenka? Didn't Coco win Wuhan? How did she lose to her in Wuhan if she won Wuhan? It's a lot easier when opponent makes a ton of errors. Well, yeah. That's going to be the difference in the final. That's why I'm kind of like a little worried for Coco in the final, because she's not going to get that many free points against, like, unless Sabalenka are back and put her in a shocking match, which they don't do very often. It's going to be, I don't know if Coco's going to be getting that many free points. Like, she won't be getting that many free points off those ladies. All right. Yeah, we're watching Zverev. He comes up in like 2 hours. Muchova is too good to be getting embarrassed like that. Yeah, but against Gauff, it happens a lot. It's just a bad matchup. Just like Demonor versus Sinner. It's just a bad matchup. Raducanu is going to win? Okay. No one expected Coco to make it this far, especially because of the injury. And now she's in the final. Yeah, no. Well, the injury is not a factor, right? I think after the first match, she showed that there's no injury. You know, there's no problem. But yeah, she's been great, Coco. I mean, she's fought so hard, you know. Wasn't Muchova's time. Hopefully she'll come back before she retires. Well, Muchova's not 35, so she's got... There's plenty of time for Muchova. She's not going to retire. She's still going to stick around. She's got a long time, lot more tennis left. Muchova's still having a phenomenal season, right? She's won her biggest trophy ever, you know? So I don't think... And Muchova can play on clay. That's a good thing too. She's not going to disappear. Can't be double faulting against them. Oh yeah, I mean, the margin of error for Coco in the final is going to be so much smaller, right? You can't afford to be double faulting 2 times in a row against Raducanu. You can't afford that against Sabalenka, because they're not going to give that many errors like Muchova did today. They're not going to hit like that today against you. They're better than that, right? They're bigger. They hit bigger than that. And also, Gauff doesn't have the psychological advantage over them as she does against Muchova. Just saying she played well throughout the tournament. Can I say, oh, yeah. Surprised about the scoreline. Wonder why she struggles so much against Gauff. I think the reason she struggles is why a lot of players struggle against Coco. Is when you play Gauff, her defense is so good that you're hitting shots that would be winners against 99% of players, right? So Muchova against Mboko, or against Eala, or against anybody else this week, she was hitting phenomenal shots, great shots, clean shots, and they were going for winners, right? But when she plays Coco, and just like Sabalenka versus Coco as well, those shots come back. So the winner that you were hitting against Mboko, that forehand winner or the backhand winner or the volleys, whatever, Coco gets it back and gives you that one more shot to think about and to try and hit again. So you've got to hit 2 or 3 winners in the rally to try and get the... That's why, again, this is why I say, whenever I say in the preview, someone has to be patient, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, they've got to be patient because if they try and go for a winner too early or try and, or don't keep their cool because the person they're playing against keeps getting it back, which is super annoying, by the way. If you ever played tennis against somebody who just gets the ball back, doesn't matter if they hit a winner or nothing. If they just slice it back or, give you a bit of a junk ball back, that's super annoying because you're like, I'm hitting really well, but you're just getting it back and it's annoying. Like, it's very annoying. It's very annoying. So again, that's something that Coco, I mean, it's because it's not a flashy, fancy style, right? I mean, counter-punching like Pegula or like even Djokovic at times, hitting a backhand winner off a lunging shot is great. But when you're just getting it back and then wearing down your opponent, it's not as fancy, right? It doesn't look cool. It's grindy and it's not what people want to see in tennis, but it's a effective style. That's where Muchova, and we saw it. Muchova was missing, going for a little too much and making those errors because she knows that, well, I have to hit it close to the line because she's quicker than my last opponent, or I have to go for more because it's going to come back otherwise, right? That's the pressure that Gauff puts on players. And that's the same thing as what Gauff did to Sabalenka and Roland Garros. Exactly. That's exactly how Gauff won the French Open against Sabalenka. Just getting it back. Just wearing her opponent down. Now, if Coco starts serving better and becomes unbreakable, then that's a tough player. How are you going to beat that player? If Gauff's serving well and defending well, you can't break her, but you also have to like that's going to be so annoying for everybody else. And she will get to serve soon. The serve will work soon. But that's what, and then look, and then you add on top of that this has happened multiple times now, right? Muchova's never beaten Coco, so psychological disadvantage. Like I said, going to a player that you've never beaten. She won 1 set in 6 meetings, right? So you've also got to put that on top. By the way, Muchova is also as well as she plays, right? As she cleans, she hits. She has every shot in the book. She's one of the best players to watch when she's playing well. She definitely does get stage fright a little bit too. There was a time there where she was losing finals. She only just won her second title. She hadn't won a title since 2019 until 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, right? There's a stage fright there. There's a psychology there too, right? So playing in big matches, Muchova has struggled before. She's lost big semifinals before, right? So there's that as well. Knowing that you're in the big show, and then you got to play somebody that you haven't beaten, who has kind of embarrassed you, and then you start playing bad. You're going to be like, oh, great, So you got to factor all those things as well on top of that for Muchova, who's played. She was amazing against Mboko, right? She played what a great match against Mboko. But then you play this player in this tournament at this stage, like all of those things just piled up. Brutal. Had she have played Raducanu or Sabalenka, might have actually been better. Little less to lose. Your shots might have been going through, right? Might have, you don't have to be so risky. Might have actually been the Raducanu and Muchova matchup might have been better for Muchova. She might have liked that match better, which is weird because nobody wants to play Raducanu. Don't sorry for Coco, sorry for yourself. Sorry, Coco is winning and you are so negatively against her. Who? That's not to me, obviously. What happened to Swiatek? She was once on top of the world. Everybody caught up. Everybody got better. And Swiatek, everybody got better. I think Muchova would rather choose anyone but play Gauff at this point. I agree. She never wants to play Coco Gauff for the rest of her career. Coco should excel in Florida. She's a Florida gal. Well, yeah, but there's also pressure to that. Being like, you want to do well at home, right? So I think it's a bit of both. It's not as easy as like, she should do well here. It's like, yeah, but also Mauresmo was terrible at Roland Garros. And she, the pressure of playing at home is there too, right? That's the reality. Everyone got better, and Swiatek is the same or a little worse, obviously. I don't think she's worse. I just think that she's trying to figure out what to do next. And she tried for the last year. She tried with Wim, right? She tried to get a bigger serve because she thought that was a problem, against the big hitters, or, tried to be a bit more aggressive. It's not like Swiatek's not trying to evolve and level up, right? Coco's never lost to Sabalenka in a final. That's brutal. What a stat. Love to see Gauff versus Sabalenka. That'd be something. Coco needs to win this for the power ladies are taking over too much. By the way, people underestimate Coco is she hits a big too. She's just got better defense than Sabalenka and Raducanu, so she's quicker than them. But Coco's also, she's a big hitter too. She has a massive serve when it works. Gauff is not, she's not, don't get confused. Gauff and Paolini are not the same. They're not the same player. Gauff and Pegula are not the same. Like Gauff is what, 5'11". Yeah, she's she's eye to eye with Sabalenka. It's just that she has a better defense. She's quicker, so she seems like she's more of a shorter player. But Coco winning the three ladies in the final are all on the taller end of the WTA. Oh wait, she did lose to her in the final in Madrid. There you go. She did, didn't she? Because Sabalenka won Madrid. All right, chat. We've got 2 hours until the next match, which is just the way it goes. But we'll be back to do it all again. We're watching Zverev Cerundolo, and then we're watching the big one with Raducanu and Sabalenka, the 1-2 in the semis. Very rare that this happens, if it ever happens. It usually happens in the WTA finals. Doesn't usually happen in the week-to-week stuff. So we're going to see a 1-2 battle pre-final tonight as well. So jump on over here. We'll be back in a few hours. Bakery time. Oh, shit. I might go to the bakery. Actually, that's a good idea. I need to get that cannoli before they run out. But yeah, great win by Coco. She just figured it out. She knows how to beat Muchova. Confidence was there. Serve was decent. 5 double faults, but I think 3 games, 2 double faults in 2 games and 1 double fault in another. So overall, in how many games she played? She served about 7 or 8 games. Double fault. She won actually a couple of games super, super easy as well. So the serve wasn't super unreliable today for Coco. And Muchova just a completely different player to who we saw for the rest of the week. But we'll be back soon with Zverev versus Cerundolo. Gauff's in the final of Miami.